Hey everyone, it's Vita Cherie here, author and founder of the School of Purpose Academy. I want to welcome you to the Beauty Brand University training. Guys, I'm so excited you're here because today is about the 3 P's of any profitable beauty business and how to use them to get unlimited clients as well as corporate sponsors. Guys, this is so huge because we're coming up on the holiday season. Black Friday is like right at 90 days away. And this training will be a great resource and weapon in your arsenal to get unlimited, to get clients, as well as corporate sponsors. The holiday time is time to give back. So you might want to use this with your coat drive or a canned good drive or whatever you want to do. So I'm excited you're here, and grab pen and paper. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, just in case you're new to these trainings. I've been in the beauty industry for over 20 years. Started off as a student of cosmetology, went on to become a freelance stylist. Now, I was in the Midwest area, and then I relocated to Atlanta, Georgia. And prior to relocating, I was still kind of like fairly new, but I was actually doing hair before I went to cosmetology. But I still had not figured out, how do you actually build a business? How do you build clients? I was obviously building it up, with the word to mouth, because that's still number one to really expand your business. But I was still like just confused on, how do you do this? How do you build a big business, like profitable and just fruitful, right? So while I was figuring it out and growing at the same time, I decided to relocate to Atlanta, Georgia. But I was in corporate America as well. So upon arrival, I was working for the #1 communication company in America, the mobile communication. It was here I learned about digital branding, technology, and how to really merge it with your beauty business, or how to merge it with your business in general. But also, I always remain in the beauty industry. It's like once you're in it, you're in it. Even if you're not actually styling, you might consult. You might stay refreshed on what's going on in the beauty industry, and that's who I was at that particular time. Well, I was given the opportunity to intern and help out with a young lady that knew some big people. Well, long story short, she was doing an event for the Housewives franchise and several other well-known or celebrity brands in the Atlanta area, and I helped her market them and put them together. She knew nothing about the beauty industry. She was in charge of getting sponsorships, the beauty team, the catering, everything. Okay, and it was in this time, guys, that it really amazed me how a lot of people are doing things that they have no credentials for, but they're getting paid and they're living their best life ever. So, thinking about something that one of my mentors said, Anthony Robbins, he says that success leaves clues. And what that means is, if there's something that you don't know how to do, or something that you want, a result that you want, if you can find someone that has the results or similar results to what you want, simply through observation, you can learn more than the average person knows about that particular thing. And guys, this is what I started to observe in the beauty industry. There's a formula. There's a blueprint that every business, over 90% of every successful businesses are following this blueprint. And this is something that I put together particularly, though, for the beauty industry. Now, why the beauty industry? Well, the beauty industry is not only near and dear to me, but it's so powerful because it's the only industry that gives instant confidence. When you think about that type of power that you hold in your hand, insecurities is like #1 of a lot of problems. But think about it when you have that confidence. So as a beauty professional, you own that type of power. Guys, after discovering this formula, I decided I wanted to start helping all beauty businesses in the world, whether you're a barbershop, salon, esthetician, massage therapist, nail tech, makeup artist, maybe you got a boutique. Okay, we're all in the beauty industry. I decided I wanted to put this message out there to help you guys go to the next level. Now, according to Salon Day magazine, in 2018, we lost between 12 to, I believe, 18,000 salons. Okay, that's huge. That is huge. That's a huge hit in the industry. And there were several reasons they were talking about: the discovery of the salon suite, clients getting bored, customer service, more at-home stylists, so many different things. But we all know that the salon and the barbershop and the boutique, we know that we're a beacon of the community because we do so much. So I would like to bring this message to you and help you guys take your business to the next level, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you don't have clients, you don't have a business, okay? So I'm going to help you out, and I want to give you some of these things that I learned while interning for several celebrity brands that made them become the people and the brands that they are today. So today we're going to be talking about the P's of any profitable beauty business and how to use them to get unlimited clients and corporate sponsors. Let's jump right in. So the first part to this, guys, that I really started to see was that everybody that's in business, they have a particular purpose that they're in pursuit of. They are connected to something that's bigger than themselves. We're talking about epic brand building, not just some basic, oh, I can go get something for wholesale and flip it on the weekend. We're not talking about that. We're talking about epic proportion beauty businesses and brands, whether we know them or not, because there are a lot of profitable brands out here, guys, that you and I don't know, and they're right in the U.S., they're right in Canada, they're like right next door. So with that being said, there has to be a strategy behind it. Okay, nobody becomes successful just by running into it. It's always a strategy. And that's really, guys, how I got into consulting, because it's not what you do. It's not what you do. There's people out here that's a master, quote-unquote, cosmetologist, been in the game for 25 plus years. They're not even making 100 grand a year. They're not even making 75. They're not even making 60,000. Let's just say that. They're not even making 60,000 a year after all of the expenses. Think about that. Think about that. So that tells me it's not what you do. It's how you do it. And that's what got me into strategy. And guys, listen, all the brands that I know, they have a particular purpose, or it's just something they're completely passionate about. But myself personally, guys, I truly believe that purpose is something that will give you that competitive edge to create raving fans, as well as get you these corporate sponsorships. Guys, did you know that there is a portion to every corporate website that can give you the information that you need to contact them about corporate sponsorships? And I'm not just talking about filling out some generic application. I'm talking about doing it in a strategic manner that sets you aside from everybody else. Because obviously we know corporations are probably getting letters from all type of non-profits and for-profit businesses every day, right? But I'm talking about a way to send them a package. I'm talking about a way to contact them so that it sets you apart from everybody else. That's what I'm talking about today. Guys, you do that with purpose. You do that with purpose. So let me give you an example of how you can take a look at finding your purpose or working and moving in your purpose as well as passion, right? You can merge them both, but this is all about purpose, okay? I'm going to give you an example of how you can see it in everyday life. So there was a stylist, pretty much just, you know, a good, decent stylist. But long story short, a part of her life journey is her mom ended up getting cancer, okay, lost her hair because of chemo. This particular stylist stopped doing any other services. This particular stylist, because she really wanted to help her mom out, and she saw the different things that, you know, they were going through. You know, that's a journey. She lost her hair. Long story short, this particular lady just decided that she was going to specialize in wigs. Okay, that's it. So now, but not just specializing in the wigs, she has connected it to women that's recovering from and have survived cancer. Okay, that's her purpose now. It was a long journey that her and her mom, they continue to fight every day, but she has now connected See, she was already passionate about doing hair, okay? It wasn't her passion that really took it to the next level. Her purpose now, okay? That's her purpose. So how can she connect that to different places where she can find sponsorships? Well, think about it. Cancer has affected a lot of people's lives, okay? Why wouldn't she be able to contact Susan Coleman? You know, that's probably, they're probably almost $1 billion industry. I've never looked into Susan Coleman, but we all know people that have been affected, not just breast cancer, but just cancer in general. Okay? Think about that, though. Just think about how just you understanding your purpose, how you can contact all type of corporations and tell them, hey, listen, I have something that could help out people that you can contact on a bigger scale. You want to be a part of this. Let me show you how to do it. Guys, you do it through purpose. You do it through purpose. So, talking about the pursuit of purpose, let me give you 6 keys of finding your purpose or your life work. Okay? Because sometimes maybe you're doing hair or cutting hair or doing makeup. It could be all different industries and sectors that you're in. But I'm going to show you how to tie your life purpose into what you're doing right now, and how to really take your business and affect your community in a completely different way. So here's the 6 keys of finding your purpose. And let me get my notes. Give me one moment. You know I got notes for you. All right. Number 1, elusive. Okay? Elusive is all about you don't really know what your purpose is at this time, but it starts off with the pursuit of it. So you're taking life one day at a time. You're walking, and sometimes you stumble into things. You know, you haven't discovered it yet, but you're being pulled in certain different directions, and you're checking things out. Okay, so that's one way. This is all about you finding it in different ways that you could really come upon you as far as what your purpose is. Okay, number 2, evolving. So evolving is somewhat like, maybe you went through something in your childhood, but it's all about your journey. And sometimes, guys, through life, we look back and you gain wisdom that you can take, you can help other people out with. This is how people become public speakers as well. Okay, you can tie that into your business. Okay, because now looking back, you're like, man, those things, and you gain wisdom through insight. So that's the evolving. You know, the journey you've taken, you got something to give back. Number 3, your purpose might emerge from experience. So just things you went through, right? Things you went through, learning from those things, adjusting, changing, and getting different results. Seriously, guys, this is all like emerging from experience is, think about how big this is. People don't even have to have credentials when you emerge from experience. Because think about it, when you go, if you've ever gotten a corporate job, the first thing they ask you, or whatever, the first thing they ask you is, well, how much experience do you have? It's not about how long did you go to school. Don't get me wrong. Some professions and things require certain certifications. But think about it, though. The first question they ask you, even if they want a degree, the first thing they ask you is, how much experience do you have? That tells you that your experience is priceless. It's priceless. Okay? Number 4, exact perfect timing. We all know that things don't happen when we want them to. Okay? Sometimes things don't happen in a time frame, okay, we're expecting. But if you start getting lost in what didn't go wrong, you have to keep your mind sane to think, you know what, everything happens in exact perfect time. I was born in perfect time. I was conceived in perfect time. Okay? It may not be meant. Say, for instance, you want to be a millionaire. This is something that it is like when you really start to think about the timing piece, because everything is about perfect timing. I am so amazed, guys, at like children, not just children, but young actors and stars and athletes. Like, they become professionals at the age of 20 and 22. Okay? Now think about this now. 20 and 22, some 18. I'm going to really just say 18. Okay, they become professionals at the age of 18. Now, let's reverse engineer that. Think about the complete process that it took them to get to that next level. Okay, for them to have that type of focus Okay, consistency, work ethic is astounding to me. And then I think about like, dang, why I couldn't do that? I'm saying, man, you had the same opportunity. Why? Because it was not the timing for me. Okay, it wasn't my time. That wasn't where I was at. So you have to understand that everything happens at perfect timing. It may not be meant for you to be a millionaire in your early 20s. Okay, it might be meant for you to be more effective as a millionaire in your late 30s, early 40s. Okay. Exact timing. You definitely gotta respect that. And then guys, and you just keep working at it. You never stop. When you know that, okay, you know what, in due time. It's not that you're just sitting there waiting. Okay? Because the whole deal is, number one key is the pursuit of purpose. Pursuit means to go after. So that don't mean we sitting on the couch and just, oh, whatever happens, happens. We don't take that attitude. You already know you go-getter. You're a go-getter. If you're here on this particular train, I already know you're a go-getter. So that means what? That means we make things happen, right? We make them happen, but they'll come to full fruition in the perfect time. Number 5, eminently qualified. What this simply means is sometimes you just naturally talented. You just got it like that. Some people, they so fire at what they do. They're so good at what they do. And yes, they've brushed up their skills, and yes, they've went to school, and yes, they have continue to take classes because they want to stay at the top of their game. But some people are just naturally talented. They just naturally talented, whether it be an artist, a barber, someone. You guys know people that never went to school for cosmetology, and they could have, but I mean, they're booming. They feel like they don't need to, and they're good at what they do. We know people every day, makeup artists every day that's never stepped a foot in cosmetology and can make you look like Beyonce in 30 minutes. Seriously, guys. Okay. Number 6, enjoyable activity. Guys, you know what? You make life a huge, enjoyable activity. It's like an adventure. Okay? When you start the pursuit of purpose, you don't get caught up in the structures and the framework, oh, I need to do this every day and meditate every day and stress out, oh, I haven't found my purpose. The number one thing is, guys, is you decided to seek it out. That's why I said the main one is in the pursuit of, and everything is in the name, the pursuit. That means you're going after it, okay? And the first step is to seek it out. So while you're seeking it out, you're enjoying the present moments. You're watching life unfold in front of you. You're making smart decisions. You're growing as a person. That's what's so cool about life. Life is like a huge perspective. And when you really just start to enjoy every moment, it's like, wow, I'm really enjoying the journey. Okay, because success is made in the journey, not the destination. So when you watch life unfold, what you seek will always emerge in due time. All right, guys? So that's the 6 P's of finding your purpose in your life work. Listen, if you understand why you're doing what you're doing, your purpose, you can contact any corporation you want. Look, guys, with the power of the internet, you don't have to call. You can go right through the assistant, the gatekeeper. You can go right through them. You can send them a letter, guys, so many different things and ways that you can contact brands. Now, you can simply look on Instagram, social media, and find the corporation that you want to work with. Now, how do you set apart from everybody else that's asking for money? How do you set them apart? How do you set yourself apart from everybody else that has something that they want? You do it in the pursuit of purpose, okay? Let's go move on to the next part. Guys, number 2, the second powerful P. The first 2 was purpose, and we merged it with passion, okay? Because you want to take your passion. Sometimes your passion gives you clues, right? Passion and purpose, all right? That's 1 and 2. And number 3, it's a people thing, guys. It's all about people. You are in business to help people. You know what, guys? It's so funny because it's crazy because we're in a time now where everything is so digital savvy and we're growing so fast as a society, and we're all into AI, artificial intelligence, and then you see the different movies like I, Robot and how robots could take over and all of this. And you guys, you know what? Anything is possible. However, who's going to program the robots? Who's going to create the robots? If that was so, guys, people, it's all about people. People will always be the reason you're in business. You're in business to help people. And what are you in business to help people? How? You're in business to help people solve problems. Guys, that's the most basic definition of a business, why you're in business in commerce, even if you're not getting paid in cash. You might be getting paid and you might be bartering. You are still in business to help people. They wouldn't have traded with you if they didn't feel like it was a benefit, if it was going to help them. So when you understand this, you understand that, okay, if I'm in business for this reason, which is my purpose and my passion, now I understand that I'm in business to help people. So who are the people that I need to help? Because at the end of the day, you know you can't help everybody, right? I don't care what you offer. I don't care how good it is. I don't care how expensive it is. I don't care how cheap it is. I don't care what credentials you have. You can't help everybody. Some people just don't want your business. So with that being said, we want to become more strategic about who we're helping. Your purpose is going to give you a key to that as well, right? Your purpose kind of leads you, okay, if this is what I'm meant to do, who is it that I'm meant to interact with? You do that through target marketing, creating a target audience, okay? This is all about analyzing the marketplace, okay, to find your perfect customers. You want to get a strategy, okay? Strategy simply means it's a process. From how do I get to point A to point B? When you understand your purpose. So for an example, when I was talking about the young lady who assisted her mom, who helped her mom out, who started with the wigs because of her mom, I can almost guarantee you guys there's a target audience. There's a demographic of people, a certain thing that is more likely that she can help out with that particular purpose. Okay, so just like your business, think about your business, think about your purpose, think about what you truly want. I can promise you, if you can't help everybody, there's going to be a particular group of people, okay, because it's all about people. There's going to be a particular group of people that's going to be a better fit for your brand. There's going to be a particular group of people that's going to be more beneficial for you to service in your brand. Okay, so now we're going to talk about, well, how do we find those people? How do we get to that then, right? You want the perfect client. You don't want the client that complains about everything. You don't want the client that's always trying to get a discount. You want the people that understand. Maybe you went to school for 10 years and took some extra classes. Maybe you take seminars every month to make sure you stay on top. Maybe you set the ambience for a particular type of customer. You deserve, right? You deserve to get a better audience. You deserve to get a better client. Today we're going to talk about doing it with target marketing. Okay, so market segmentation, it's in 4 categories. Okay, number 1 is all about geographical segmentation. Where are they located? Okay, what continent, what country region or state, what city they're in, what climate, population. See, when you understand your purpose, you understand that there's a certain area, certain areas that you can help out, certain places. There's people in certain places that you need to be, okay? So you got geographical. This is just like with you finding unlimited clients for your business. If you had a place of business like a retail space, you should know every business in a 10 to 15 mile radius of your place of business. So if you have a salon or a barbershop, you should know every business, 10 to 15 mile radius. If you have a massage therapy, if you have a nail shop, if you're a freelance massage therapist, if you have a boutique, okay, you should know every business in 10 to 15 mile radius of your place of business. Next, demographic. Demographic puts a face to the particular ideal client. We call the ideal client profile. Okay, so demographic is all about age, gender, family size, occupation, income, education, religion, race, nationality. Okay, one of the questions that you should ask yourself when you're tired of doing discounts, You should ask yourself, well, who can really afford my product? If you know you got a product that's $100, you got a haircut that's $70, you got a haircut that's $50, your services are $100 or more, you should know that everybody can't afford that. You know, it's not about being arrogant or, oh, like, you know, no one, your product is too good for anybody else. It's all about knowing what you offer and what your purpose is. You want to cut through the clutter. You know, no need of wasting time with people that won't see the value, or that, you know, won't see the value in spending that type of money on that service. But I can bet you this, for one customer that won't, there are other customers that will. Okay, family size. All right, so you might be a family size brand or family style brand. Okay, and you like, you know, you're a value-based company, a value-based salon. Maybe your haircuts are $15. Maybe it's a kid-friendly environment. Think about all the different corporations you can reach out to that's all about the family. Okay, you can do things with craft for your salon and barbershop. Think about that. Just think about it. I mean, this is so cool, guys. Just think about it, though. When you really get to it on a strategic level, this is free information, guys. This stuff will change your business overnight. Like, seriously. Like, even if you was like, you know what? I see some of the social media influencers, they're giving away, they do their backpacks, right? They do the backpack giveaway, and they're like, hey, you know, come on, we want, you know, donations and things like that, and that's cool. But what if they had a strategy like this where they say, you know what, we know every year we're going to do our backpack giveaway. We're going to reach out to these corporations and see if they want to partner with us. Why would they partner with us? Because they have the same client, they have the same target market as I do. Especially if you already an influencer. You already got a little bit of, I'm just going to say it like this, clout. You already got a little clout. They say, oh, wow, it would definitely be a benefit. Okay? Now, how would it be a benefit to you if you didn't have all those things? Guys, anytime you're moving in purpose, though, you could be a one-man band. You could be a one-woman army and get it done. So don't think that because you're not an influencer or anything like that. When you're moving in purpose, that's why I say, guys, number one is about purpose. It starts with you. Everything starts with an idea. It starts with the power of one, purpose, right? So once you understand that, hey, this is why this and that, I'm reaching out to you because we're having an educational giveaway. We're having a backpack giveaway. See, the corporations understand, wow, we can reach out to people on a completely different level now. This is why the social media influencers are so huge, guys, because the corporations, like on YouTube, when you see people sponsoring, you see Revlon and Lancome and all these different places are sponsoring everyday people that don't have credentials. Some do, some don't. They're sponsoring salons and barbershops. You know why? Because you have the power to reach your community on a more personal level. So when you take this and approach the Fortune 500s, trust me, you're going to make moves. You're going to move mountains. Next, the psychographical segmentation. This is all about lifestyle. See, maybe you want to get on something where you want to start helping out with fitness. You can reach out to corporations. LA Fitness, okay? So social class, activities, interests, and opinions. That could be about how you vote, you know, different social campaigns. You know, a lot of people are becoming involved in different things in politics and things like that. You want to change the world. Reach out to some corporations and let them know, hey, this is my purpose. These are the type of people that you have and that I need to reach so we can make these things happen, so we can change the world as we go. And this is how I'm bringing it to the table as well. Personal values, attitudes. Okay, a lot of people talk so much about their pets. Think about the people you can reach. Now, say, for instance, you had a pet grooming service, right? You had a pet grooming service and you want to expand your brand by connecting with some big name companies, or maybe you reached out to a pet food supplier. Think about all the different suppliers. And you reached out to them, you were doing some big day at your shop, or if you're a mobile stylist, or whatever it is that you want to, however you can connect with them. Think about, though, how you can contact. And this is the thing, guys. Everybody's not going to say yes. But when you think about it on that particular level, think about how many people you can reach out to. There are so many different pet suppliers. I mean, seriously, okay? So You could literally connect with almost, oh my goodness, like there's over 10 pet suppliers in America. Okay? Think about that. America alone. And if you want to expand your brand, you can reach out to them just because of these things I'm telling you today. Let's move on to behavioral. Behavioral is all about the way the particular client responds. Okay? That's occasions, degree of loyalty, benefit sought, usage, buyer readiness stage, user status. Let's go back up to occasions. Okay? There are, have you ever seen those tax time commercials like, hey, we're having our end of the year blowout sale. Guys, they know there's certain occasions when people shop. That's what I'm talking about. Black Friday, a holiday. We all know that certain times of the year, people want to start doing more sponsoring. People want to start giving back more. We're headed to that time. That's all about behavioral and occasional marketing. Holiday marketing, weddings, things like that. Next is the degree of loyalty. You know, some people, they only want to use certain brands. And if you offer those brands, that could definitely be a way you could market to them. Okay? You can connect with certain brands. Okay? So say, for instance, if you have, you know, all of your clients, or you figured out your target market, and you're going to do something for particular people that love a particular brand, reach out to that company and let them know. Okay? Next, benefit sought. Some people only want they want certain benefits, whether it be vegan products only, certain times, convenience. Okay, usage. Usage should be, maybe you have a service that doesn't require the customer to use it as much, and it's, on the other hand, it's going to become a benefit because it gives them time. You could talk about that. Buyer readiness stage. This is another really cool thing, guys. Did you know that there's a certain process that every customer in the world, you and I both, they go through before we buy something? Okay, I'm not talking about necessarily impulsive buys, but at least one time with over 80% of the things that we purchase, we do this, we go through this buyer readiness stage. And that starts off with research. We all want to know what it is that we're buying. So we start off doing research. You can use that, guys. You can literally, if you understand this complete strategy as far as buyer readiness stage, you could literally build a business without products or services just because you understand the buyer readiness stage. Guys, we're going to do another training on that. And I hope you've already signed up for the webinar up and coming. We're going to talk about that blueprint that we discussed earlier. We're going to talk about how you can expand your brand 24 hours a day, grow, make money, reach out to the clients, the best clients possible, and how to just put this thing in autopilot so you can get the time to grow your nonprofits and things like that. Next is user status. Sometimes, you know, people they're not educated on how to maintain certain hairstyles and things like that, or so you have one moment, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. But last, I want to tell you it's user status. And user status, I really want to explain this to you. I know I was just explaining it, but let me explain it even better, okay? I want you really to understand user status. Guys, some of you might have a product or a service that is for someone. Maybe you're a barber and you specialize in kids getting their first haircut. Okay, maybe there's something that you figured out about kiddies when they're, with sons, when they're getting their first haircut, because most kids, we know, they cry, right? But you figured it out. You have a complete process. Guys, that's user status. The little buddy, that's his first time using it. There's a company that's called My First Wig. This company specializes in people that has never worn a lace front wig, or they're not an expert at cutting the lace, coloring the lace, and all of that, bleaching knots. Guys, it's a great company. That's a great example of user status. Okay, that's all in behavioral marketing. Listen, guys, I really want you to consider your purpose, your passion, and the people that you want to serve. We're all here for a particular reason. Once you understand that and you decide to line it up, decide to line your purpose and passion up with the people you want to help, guys, this is going to lead you to unlimited clients. This is going to lead you to raving fans, and this is going to lead you to get all of those clients, corporate sponsors that you want. Listen, if you want me to help you on a one-on-one basis, you can reach me on Instagram at Beauty Brand University. But sign up for this webinar, guys. It's going to be so powerful. BeautyBrandEmpire.com. Sign up for it. It is a free training, and I'm going to break the complete formula down, guys. You can walk away and change your business overnight. Okay? Thank you so much, guys, for giving me your time, and blessings and prosperity to you. I'll see you soon.